world of work. Callum Chase is the author of Surviving AI and the Economic Singularity. I put it to him that we've heard fairly brutal warnings about the impact of AI on the jobs market in the next 10 to 15 years, with up to 30% of current jobs disappearing by the 2030s, according to one report. Does he think those forecasts are correct?
I think they may very well be. Nobody knows how smart, how powerful machines are going to be in a couple of decades, but we do know that under Moore's law, they're getting twice as good every 18 months, and we're not. And it seems to me that it's entirely possible that within a couple of decades, very many people, possibly most people, will not be able to do paid jobs anymore because the machines will do everything that we can do faster, cheaper and better.
Which jobs are we likely to see disappearing next?
There's quite a lot of jobs which are in the firing line: retail, call centres, junior professional work like lawyers and accountants. Some of that is being nibbled away at. But the thing that's going to be a really huge change is professional drivers. We're going to have self-driving vehicles, self-driving cars and trucks before very long. And they will replace human professional drivers because they're better at driving than we are. And that will be a very tangible, very visible sign to everybody else.
AI does get a mention in the manifestos of the parties which have released them so far. The Conservatives and the Liberal Democrats pledge more digital skills training, and Labour has set up an independent Future of Work Commission to report on this in the autumn. But do you think it should have a higher profile, given how dramatic it sounds?
Much higher. People aren't taking this seriously. Not at all. These are just drops in the ocean. If I and people like me are right that we are heading for really widespread technological unemployment in the next decade or two, then people will start to sense that, particularly when they start seeing self-driving cars replacing human drivers, and they'll start to panic. And we'd better have a plan that reassures people before that panic comes.
But it's going to require a whole new model of finance and economics, isn't it, if people aren't able to earn easily anymore?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, I call this the economic singularity because we don't know what that kind of economy looks like. We haven't worked it out yet. That's why we need to start allocating some resources to thinking about it.
Any hints?
One possibility, and it sounds a little far-fetched, but it's really the best one I can think of, is what I call the Star Trek economy, in which the machines are so efficient and so powerful that they make all the goods and services that we need really, really cheaply. So you need virtually no income to have a very good life. Failing that, we're going to have to tax the successful companies a great deal to pay for the rest of us who are not working anymore.
There are already robot journalists out there, just to put that out there for you guys. That was Callum Chase, author of Surviving AI and the Economic Singularity.
Thanks very much, Zoe. It is now 7:25. One of the many effects of the Manchester atrocity has been to increase